Post.
There you go. You're live now.
Getting balance.
There, I got it. Keep going. Just keep going.
Forward and back lunges. And if I could get a timer, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, maybe just intro to people who are just joining in.
So for anyone just joining in, the Facebook Live thread went down for just a little bit. Last warm-up before our shrimping exercises. One foot stays down, forward and backward lunges. Stand all the way up and all the way down. This works a lot of balance. Works your ankle, knee, and hips to warm up. And it also strengthens all of those small muscles and tendons so you get better balance on that leg. And switch to the right. Lunge forward and back. All the way up, forward and back. These are also a great workout if you're looking to burn your legs out during any leg workout days. You can add these if you're getting bored of just regular squats. And time. So we're gonna go right into shrimping workouts. All the drills I'm going over today don't require a gi, don't require a partner, don't require a grappling bag. You can do them on your own and you'll see how they feel with a partner in live situations. So a lot of them are gonna come directly from the Jiu-Jitsu sit. So when we're sitting like a butterfly guard, tip yourself onto one side. Your rear hand is on the ground. This hand here, self-defense, you can defend yourself. Wrestling, this one can grab their legs. It also is posting and helping the leg that's up. The other knee is more down. Still active. Keep your butterfly hooks ready. So you can shrimp forward, you can shrimp away. So what we're gonna do is work on keeping the hips up, just like we were doing with shrimping. And just work this motion of staying up on one foot in the rear hand, swinging back, swinging forward. Swinging back and forward. So we're gonna go just one side, left or right, you can choose. Everyone's balance point is different, and everyone's strengths or where they need to be longer or lighter is different. So feel where you can until you're just hovering. Then you pivot down and pivot up. Pivot down, pivot up. Keep going. So what this starts to feel like, if you're in turtle or you're wrestling, you can pull into a guard. If you're on guard or being taken down, you can pull out to start wrestling. Doesn't matter which one you want, because now you get to have both. So this motion works being an aggressive wrestler or aggressively pulling into a guard. Change sides. Same thing if this is new to you with that little balancing. Find your balance point. If you're too far forward, too far back, make it so you can swing. Forward and back. As much as you can, see if you can get balance so your foot doesn't have to touch. If it is, of course, that's fine. Little things like that happen all the time in Jiu-Jitsu. It's a lot different with an entire other person pinning you down. We go forward and back. Forward and back. Couple more seconds on this side. And time. So the next one we're going to have, going really smoothly from that same one, we're going to practice shrimping from the Jiu-Jitsu sit. When we're sitting here, again, it can be either side. Maybe you have a preferred side. Maybe it changes depending on what your other opponent, your partner is giving you. So the shrimp from the Jiu-Jitsu sit is only going to be a top side shrimp. Whichever leg is on the top, I pick the hips up, you go backwards. Pick the hips up, go backwards. It's important to lift the hips because if you're just trying to drag yourself, that's so much more surface area and so much more weight. You got to make yourself light enough that you can go back large distances and quickly. And what we're going to do is go 2 back, 2 forward. If you can do 3, 4, or only 1, that's totally fine. Alternate with yourself. Shrimp backward, shrimp backward. Now, just pull yourself forward. Forward and forward. Backward, backward. Forward and forward. The forward shrimp, particularly in Jiu-Jitsu, if you prefer to play guard and not wrestle, you need to be able to move on the ground. We do shrimps a lot of the time moving backwards defensively, but if you're wanting to attack on the ground, you need to be able to move forward on the ground. So again, 2 forward, 2 back, however many you can fit. Especially on the forward ones, be sure you reach forward with the foot. If it's too far, if your heel's close to your butt, you won't be able to move forward very far. The farther it's stretched, you can cover a lot more ground. So forward and back, 30 more seconds of this one. And the other hand can stay glued to your knee. You can imagine it's either getting grips, potentially wrestling, fighting off grips, looping into guards, getting collar ties, getting sleeve control, anything that you like to do when you're in guard. And time. Now next one we're going to do the same thing, just instead of a single leg, this is what it looks like with regular shrimps. So the power double, when we have both feet down, bridging back, we're going to go 2 back, plant your feet, big sit up, and drag yourself forward. Drag your feet, set yourself forward. So this is a power double shrimp moving forward. Power double going back. Power shrimp coming forward. Anyone that's done little cars with Coach Tyson will remember these. They're awesome for your abs as well. Anything with your shrimp, anything with your guard needs a strong core. We'll keep going with that one. Same thing with the shrimps. A lot of times defensively, I like to gable directly onto my core, around my sternum or stomach. That way it makes sure that you're rising up on the shoulder and not staying down or using the arms. I don't want to use the arms. Even on the power double shrimp, just like the bridges we did to warm up. Going just on your shoulders. Moving little cars going forward. And Glenn, if you want to turn your camera on, sir, go for it. And time on the little cars. So we've got swinging forward and back. We're going to go back to the butterfly shrimps. This one we're going to have 2 different levels for it. If you're looking to stand up from the Jiu-Jitsu sitting position, or if you're looking to wrestle, same thing. If you like to wrestle, awesome. If I'm down here, I want to get my hips down facing the mat so I can start to wrestle. If my hips are down, I want to play guard. I need to be able to do that as well. Or sweeping, or if you stand up to judo. So here we're gonna go similar formula, 2 backward shrimps from the Jiu-Jitsu sit. On the second one, just turn into a safe stand-up. So you have your Jiu-Jitsu sit, shrimp once, shrimp once. These ones, again, they have to be top side, so I can safe stand-up. So potentially, you might have someone's leg, you might have someone's collar. If you have any grips and you drag them away, you can stand up and then start taking them down or fighting that. So start working that one. Two shrimps back into a safe stand-up. Level 2 of that, safe stand-up directly into a shot. So if you do like to wrestle, or if you have a leg, butterfly shrimp back, this knee stays bent. From here you can start wrestling, you're already low. You've already level changed. And you come back up, or any takedown you like. Similar thing with Jiu-Jitsu, if you come up like here, you might be able to start sweeping and passing them as well. So shrimping backwards, safe stand up, wrestling into a shot. Same thing, if you don't like wrestling, if your knees aren't up to going into that immediate bend for the shot, that's fine, you can safe stand up from here. Either both people are gonna be standing, or they're gonna be down now. And you have your sweep, you have 2 points, you're on top, you can run away, you can do whatever you like. So work that one, a couple more seconds, about 30 more seconds. Shrimping back into safe stand-ups. And time. So I also do have more defensive shrimping drills that I'll do in another class. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook. I really only use it for training. I'm not on there socially. But today was much more about moving offensively. So if you are on the ground, instead of just using shrimps to get away from people, these are ways to move forward, move towards, or change the state of play. So I'm no longer playing guard, I'm wrestling, or no longer wrestling, playing guard. So we're gonna burn out just a little bit more on any of the regular shrimp movements. So we're gonna go backwards shrimp until you have enough space. Directly from here, safe stand up, forward roll. Backwards, backwards. Make sure you have enough space to go directly into a roll. All right, backward shrimps into forward rolls, go. Again, these single leg shrimps, these butterfly shrimps have an advantage over the regular shrimps in that you can safe stand up immediately. Shrimp, shrimp, forward roll.
Hey, you made it.
How you doing, Glenn?
Hey, Colin. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, of course. So backward shrimp, same thing. Get enough space on your flat mat. Floor, carpet, concrete, whatever we have. About 10 more seconds on this one. And time. Now we're going to reverse it. So starting farther back, depending on the space you have. Shrimping forward. Shrimping forward. Shrimping forward into a back roll. Back to the Jiu-Jitsu sit. Shrimping forward, shrimping forward, shrimping forward. And back roll. Shrimping forward, shrimping forward, shrimping forward. Back roll. Same thing when you're just here with the single leg shrimps. You have a lot more advantage to start inverting, to start going forward or backward than you usually do when you are just defensive. So forward, forward, back roll. Keep going, 10 more seconds of that one. And time. So that's it for the beginner jiu-jitsu class. Again, a lot of those motions are just universal ways to start feeling more comfortable moving around on the mats. Jiu-jitsu, we like to have our core and all of our work is down to the ground. So if you're down on the ground, be comfortable moving on the ground, defending and offensively. Again, I do feel like we do a lot of the shrimps defending, but especially if you like to play guard, you have to get aggressive with it. And feeling more comfortable moving forward, left, right, as well as backwards helps a lot with the balance, calisthenics. Especially a lot of those works help your joints with the ankles, knees, and your hips to keep them warm, especially when we don't have live partners every day drilling them on. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me or any of the other coaches on Facebook especially. These are all drills, of course, again, that can be done solo by yourself. You don't need a partner, don't need a grappling bag. I love doing these just for fun, just to move around. And it gets you a really good feel for the balance and for the pressures of how to move. So thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Zoom. I will see you guys online soon. Thank you, Glenn. Have a great evening, and guys, hopefully see a bunch of you guys in the advanced class as well.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you, sir.